All right, well, we're at the kitchen table again, and we are putting mint onto the pans. So let me hop down here. I was up at the camera mount. I already have a bunch of mint. This was a big pile of mint that I had on my table, and I already processed it, dried it, worked really well. Let me put the dog out a second. He's looking at me. Hang on. There you go. You know, it really never fails. You'll sit here for an hour and he'll just sit there, and the second you start a video. This mint had just been sitting out since last night. At about 9 o'clock I went out and grabbed some. And you don't really need a dehydrator if you want to just let it dry normally. But if you're going to do it this way, you better have a lot of counter space, because it takes a lot of area, because you can't have it sitting like this to dry. It's got to be sitting like this because there's no heat coming through it. Now, to process our mint, look at this stuff. Isn't that great? And I would suggest washing it. There was a lot of sand in this, and you just seen me put the dog out, and you know what dogs do outside, don't you? Yeah, you don't want that on your mint. So this is how I process it. I just take it right off, just like this, and it comes off super easy. Check, just like that. And you just fill up the trays. Just fill up the trays. Now you can leave it like that. You can overlap the stuff and overlap the leaves. The stems themselves, I'm just tasting it. There's not much taste in the stems. It's basically all in the leaves. So you continue, and some of the leaves are ugly, and you can still use them. There's holes in them. See, some insect probably got it, that one. But it works really good. This dehydrator, this Ronco Dehydrator. I have another video of me making beef jerky with it, and I'm telling you, these things work great. You can pick them up secondhand. If not, I'll see if Amazon carries them. If they do, I'll put a little link in the... I think Amazon does carry them still. I think that it's an updated version, maybe better plastic, because this plastic, it does get brittle. I have one of these trays has a crack in the side, and it doesn't matter, I still use it. And this thing's got to be, gosh, probably mid-90s. I've got the original box, all the original paperwork. Somebody was selling it on Craigslist for 10 bucks or 8 bucks or something. And I saw it and I went and got it. And it's worked really good for me for 10 years, probably, maybe 15 years now. I really like the Ronco Dehydrator. They work really, really good. If you can get your hands on one, get them. There's no moving parts. See, these leaves, some of them are a little ugly. See this one? It's got some browning on there. But I'm thoroughly convinced if we ever see how our food is made, we wouldn't eat it. I'm guessing that if you went to a food processing plant and saw how food was made, this would look good to you. I just think that's how it goes. I've been in a couple processing plants, yogurt processing plant, and yogurt processing plants are clean. And actually, the fruit was really good. They let the employees go through. They could eat as much fruit as they wanted because it was a way for them to test quality. And you can't eat that much fruit. I mean, if it's free and you try to eat it all day long, you're not going to like what happens. So that was how they determined quality, was allowing the people that worked on the floor to eat as much as they wanted. So kind of a neat idea. But this is how I process it. And I'm going to go ahead and shut the video off a second. Again, Ronco Dehydrator. This thing is great, and it makes, this is from last time, it makes great leaves, mint leaves for your tea. And I'll have this all winter. I'll throw a tea bag in there, 10 or 15 of these leaves, and then you just fish them out with your spoon. Works great. Because these are whole leaves. They're not crumbled, so they're really easy to get out of your tea. So let me hop up here and turn the camera off. All right, it's been about 45 minutes, about an hour. Yeah, there it is, an hour. We're going to turn it. What that means is take the top off. See how the difference? See how those are not quite as well crispied as those? This is drying out at a much greater speed because it's closer to the heating element, which is in the bottom. So you swap them out. Take the top one, put it on the bottom. Take the bottom one, put it on top. Just that simple. And top button. Now you can see that I've got it opened on a 2. That's where it's going to stay. And we'll come back in another hour. Complete. We have got some dried mint. This is what you'll get. It really comes out nice. See that? Nice and green. You'll put that in your tea or any of your recipes and it is just going to be fabulous. This dehydrator does just such a great job. I've used it on mint. I've used it on beef jerky. I think I've tried one other thing, but it doesn't come to mind exactly right now. I think it was banana chips. They came out fabulous too. So if you like our videos, like and subscribe, and thanks for spending some time around the house with me. We'll see you next time.